Welcome to AM/PM Crypto. Today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin's in this ascending triangle, and these are bullish patterns. These usually break to the upside about 70% of the time. Now, we do have a problem with this structure here. Now, usually you want to see this hugging the top side of the pattern here. And what happened here is we rode up and we tried to break through this resistance line, this blue box, and we couldn't quite make it. We got rejected. What I wanted to see here is us to complete this pattern. You need 5 touch points. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we attempted to break through the resistance, this blue box here. So we got rejected actually. So usually you want to get above here and then find support on the resistance zone here. And usually you have a shallow kind of drive down and it gets bought up. You know, that shows you that buyers are interested in this area and it could flip bullish. But quite the contrary happened here. So let me get this out of the way. So we attempted to break through the blue box and we got rejected. So this is kind of bad. And I do feel that we are going to make a drive down. And this could be another 12 or so percentage all the way down to the macro channel. We're in this macro channel. And this is a rising channel. And this is a slightly bearish channel. But if we get down here and make contact with the bottom of this channel and we don't see a strong reaction, that'd be pretty concerning. I think we would break through and see some lower targets here. And if you look at the stochastics here on the daily, we're still angling down. Doesn't show any sign of reversal just yet. So we probably will see the bottom of this channel right here. We seem to be finding a lot of resistance in this zone. You know, this green line right here, this moving average is the 21 moving average. We need to get above that and hold. And ultimately we have to get above all these other moving averages, and the red moving average is the 200 day. If we could get above that and hold, obviously it has confluence here with the top of the triangle. So if we did break the top, we could take a measured move here and it would take us up to that other red box zone, this resistance zone, and then we'd have to reassess from there. But this percentage move, I mean, if you measure it from here all the way up to the red resistance zone, we have a 46% move. But we can also do the downside target. If it were to break through the bullish pattern here bearishly, we would go down to about 26. A lot of people have their eye on this $26,000 mark, so I think that is in play. Now I want to show you actually on the macro. I do have a potential bullish cipher pattern, but for this cipher pattern to be completed, we're going to have to go down quite a bit more. You know, to the pattern completion zone of the bullish cipher would be a 52% drop from where we currently are. And the bottom of that drop would be around 20K, 18K. So if we did make it all the way down to the PCZ, here would be some targets. You know, we can take out a Fibonacci retracement. You know, if you measure the bottom of the potential PCZ pattern completion zone, going up to the golden ratio, the 618, that'd be a 170% move. Going up to the 886 would be a 250% move. And if you take a look at the Fibonacci extension, the 1618, that'd be a 450% move from about 18K. So obviously this is bearish first and then bullish, which is a possible scenario. We can't ignore the possibility that we are already currently in a bear market. So if we are in a bear market right now, there's a little bit of a good news. You know, bear markets usually last about 9 months on average for Bitcoin. Let me get the price and the date tool. So from the top to where we are now, it's already been about 4 months. So we probably have another, 6 months or so to go to the downside, and that could take us all the way down to this 18K zone, or possibly even further down. So if you look at these green markings here, this is the 20K top. We could find some support there. It has a lot of confluence with the PCZ of this pattern. And also, I think a stronger support zone would be the 10,000 to 14,000 area. Now let's go back to the daily chart. Now, I usually like to look for divergence. You know, I don't really see a lot of bullish divergence here, pretty much none at all. So that's also very concerning, gives me a little more conviction that we are going to break down to the downside. But overall, I think this area is very hard to read. You know, it's just been snaking around. You know, it's not really showing strength or weakness. You know, there's not a lot of strength in my eyes because there's no bullish divergence. Divergence plays are a huge factor, and that's how I form my edge over my trades. If I don't have any divergence, then I have pretty much very little edge. With that said, you know, this is looking a little more on the bearish side to me. I know that's not what everybody likes to hear, but we have to wait for some more data. You know, if we do get above 42.5, I will change my sentiment a little more towards the upside, especially if we make contact with the top side of this triangle. So that'd be like 45.5. And then hopefully we could break that. And then, you know, the next target that I'd be looking for is really up here. You know, we'd have to get through all this resistance right here. The next target would be around 56,000. But that's all I have today. Thank you for watching and take care.